Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? This is John Mason. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and that is a time we pay our respects to all the women in our lives, our mothers, and our wives, and our girlfriends, and our sisters, and every other woman we come across. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. And if we want the best for the women in our lives, we must protect their reproductive rights. There are all these states going around that places the most onerous restrictions on abortions. Like, you can only have an abortion after so many weeks before you even know, the woman even knows that there's a fetus inside of her. And you remembered Katie Britt, the senator from Arkansas, who had this very bad case of ham acting after Biden's State of the Union address. Is that the best the Republicans can do? Well, anyway, she has this bright idea of a database. She's proposing this bill that would establish a database for all women who are pregnant. Hello, 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 hello. John Mason, how is everybody? Considering the circumstances. Well, the votes are in and we're stuck with that bastard once more. And I will never think of him as my president or speak of him as my president. I commend Kamala Harris and Tim Walz for an excellent campaign. I'm very proud to have worked for them. What is so fascinating about Trump that he, with all his racist babbling, his stupidity, his rantings and ravings, his word salads, his incomprehensibility, his corruption, his contempt for women, his racism, don't mention his racism, all that is negative about him. And still, people vote for him. One explanation, among many I have heard, is that the Democrats have disconnected themselves from the working class. That they're too beholden to big money donors and all that. That's one explanation among many. And I've seen one explanation is that she was too much of a Looney Tune. Too crazy, some left-wing wackadoodle. I can't buy that. I mean, she's been running pretty middle of the road, trying to accommodate both the labor movement and the conservative Republicans that hate Trump. So I'm not buying the explanation. So what do we do now? Are we going to... The Republicans would like for us to just keep our mouths shut, stay on the ground, accept the loss of our civil liberties and our Social Security and whatever medical coverage we have, and accept the deep, dark recession that's going to come after the humongous tariffs and the deportation of the immigrant workers, even some of them that were born citizens and naturalized citizens. Is that actually, or we can fight back. I prefer fighting back. We have to make a stand against this moron and his minions, who are even dumber than he is. We got organized. Now that we've we're at this situation, we have to organize. At our workshops, at our churches, at our communities, wherever we come together and agree to band together and resist the Trump terror. And be warned that Trump's more vicious, psychotic minions like the Proud Boys and the neo-Nazis, oh yes, they're his people, that have no doubt that they're going to use this as an opportunity, a license to go wild on their opponents, like me, like you. But we are resisting. No more of this turn the other cheek shit. We make a stand now. I will oppose everything Donald What's-His-Face does, and it calls for, along with the actions of his minions, including J.D. Vance, who in 2021 called Trump a Nazi or a fascist, and also with Ted Cruz for disrespecting his wife, and Lindsey Graham for he called Trump a kook and as insane, a racist, race-baiting, xenophobic bigot. But they're all banding together and kissing Trump's ass. And so mainstream Republican leadership isn't helping. Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy knew and acknowledged and said publicly that Donald Trump was behind the assaults on raids on the Capitol on January 6th. They were his people, his followers, stampeding all around, calling for blood, even their blood. But all of a sudden, they try to work with him. Shameful. Shame. Shame on the Republican Party. It's a disgrace. But just because my side lost this round doesn't mean we're on the wrong side. We'll keep fighting. We'll keep the fight up, and we will be victorious. Okay. Now advertisements. All this work I do in media, my my blog, my podcast, my YouTube channel, my poetry, my fiction, is work. And I pay money to keep it going. And I pay money to keep it going, and I pay, and I need to be compensated for it. And also to move it to a higher level, whatever that may be. So please, get on my website, johnomason.com. Click on the Buy Me a Coffee button or the PayPal button and see what you can give. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks. And also, Soldier of the Cross, my novel, is available on Amazon.com. It's the story of David Lucas, who, as a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a whore chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army. He comes out of the army a fanatical, born-again Christian, trying to be a manly man for Jesus. But how he goes about it leads him to catastrophe. Do please pick it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. Thanks. And also, Hemperific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Gummies and candies and hand sanitizer, flour and teas and dog treats. Dog treats, yeah. Please look them up. Hemperificllc.com. And also my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business, let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay. Well, like I said, the fight is on, and I'm in it, and we shall win it. That's all. Stay in the fight. I will. Thanks. Have a good weekend. Shabbat Shalom. Bye.